Mail-in podcasts, July 15th. Actually, it's July 17th if you're listening to this. I have two things for you, Sally. Three things, actually. I made three comments about Sally deFries this morning.
Doesn't Mail-in air on Thursday?
Yeah.
So July 16th is when people would be.
Oh, it feels like a Tuesday.
Okay, yeah. Yes, okay. I was like,
Really?
I was like, shit, I have this day wrong the whole time.
Really crushed that one, Brett. Three comments. Ready?
Yeah.
One, I said your sweater looks like the Steve from Blue's Clues sweater.
I don't think that's true. I don't remember what Steve from Blue's Clues looked like, to be honest.
I think he wears a rugby, like a blue and green striped rugby.
No, I think it's just all green.
All green?
But a light green, too.
Yeah. Like it's like those the two greens that you have on.
I said this is the Zara Bad Bunny collab. And it's honestly a great summer weight sweater. I've been really enjoying
there's old Steve.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that that's the same. But
remember when he dropped a video during the pandemic that was like,
just tell me about like your life.
Yeah,
Like, how's it going?
I know you guys are going through it right now.
But they replaced him, right? There's like a different guy.
Well,
Yeah, his
then
brother,
there was
right?
Joe, and then there's a third guy.
So this is an
There you go.
aside that neither of you will know. Okay. Then there's the Asian guy in blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's three Steves.
But they don't go by Steve. No, it's like,
Oh.
right? They all have different names. It's like they're themselves.
Like, I think it went Joe. I don't know what the current guy's name is, but this is the current guy.
There's a current Blue's Clues?
Yeah.
I think so.
What?
Yeah. I don't remember what his name is.
I mean, Blue's got to be.
Maybe it's Steve, actually. Are we sure?
No. I'll look it up.
Okay. On another aside, okay, so do you know who Blippi is?
Yes.
I unfortunately know who Blippi is, and mostly because one of my children loves him a lot,
Okay.
Charlie. And we have tried to get him to stop liking Blippi, mostly because it's like so grating on our ears. The shows are educational, so that's fine. He like goes and does all these like things. So like one of Charlie's favorites is like when he like goes on a police helicopter, or like
Sick.
he goes to like Diamondback Stadium. or
Shoots
something.
an Apache or a helicopter.
So Blippi got
missile.
so popular that he has like doppelganger Blippies that go do like events and now shows for him because he's too busy. He can't do all of it. So there's just like
there
two
are
other dudes out
sanctioned
there
Blippi impersonators.
that like are on the Blippi payroll.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, was he problematic? Did he get replaced? No,
Well,
there's just like three of them now. He is problematic.
You did have that video once.
That is like my biggest issue. I'm like, I don't like that he you should be allowed to change and grow. You know what I'm saying? But if you made like kind of a gross YouTube and then decided to pivot into children's media because you knew that you would make bank, which is what he did.
Yeah.
Like, I think there should be some guardrails there. Like, I don't think Miss Rachel was making gross YouTube videos before she became Miss Rachel. Now, people would say Miss Rachel's controversial. I don't. We are big Miss Rachel stans.
What did Miss Rachel do?
Oh, she's very outspoken about politics, which some people don't like.
Yep. She's an Austin resident, isn't she?
No, she's lives in New York.
Okay.
I think her and her husband like met at NYU and like started doing Miss Rachel videos. I will be a Miss Rachel stan until she proves me otherwise. But like, she's great.
Okay. Is Blippi? I'm seeing a cartoon Blippi and a live.
There's a live. He's live.
Okay.
And then there's a girl named Mika who's with him that I think also she has doppelgangers now too, because they do so many like events and like are traveling so much.
Damn.
I know.
There's like Blippi on tour.
We should have like children's media was like where the money is.
And Brett, I have something too.
Don't call me Brett. I don't like
Brett.
that.
I have something.
I do not like
Brett.
that.
Listen here. If you have kids, close their ears right now if they're listening. But Brett, the people at like Disney World, they're not actually the princesses.
Yeah.
And the princes.
There's a world, Randy, where you went to Disney Prince School, and you're
don't
down
think
there.
so.
Yeah. No.
I think you might be good at it.
I think you'd be very good at it.
I was never a theater kid. I
You'd
think
be the
that's
fucking.
that's
You'd
a
be like
pipeline for a lot of theater
the
kids.
frog in the princess movie.
I know one guy that worked down there from my high school.
I have heard the summer class is just a fuck fest. Like they live in their little Disney dorm village.
It's like the Olympian
yeah,
Village.
and it's like
Oh, like of the
People
new
are
cast
just-
members.
people are just hooking up left and right. Yeah,
like it's band camp, but for Disney.
That
pretty
makes
much.
sense.
Yeah.
So to give you some more information here, Steve was 1996 through 2002. His brother Joe took over 2002, 2006,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was rebooted in 2019 to present with Joshua,
Joshua,
and he's the one in blue.
Steve,
Huh.
Joe, Joshua.
Are
Great.
we? I mean, blue at this point is pushing 30. Are we operating with a different blue?
No,
you
but there's a
wondering-
purple dog on there now too, right? Or pink
Magenta?
dog?
Yeah, there's magenta.
Magenta.
Magenta's always she's always been.
She's
Rocking.
always been there.
Again,
I think-
she's pushing 32. So
What's weirder to think is that blue is a new blue, or that blue is like immortal.
I think blue's a new blue is not weird. I think that's,
I'd rather
Generally where my mind-
I'd prefer a new blue. I don't
Mhm.
want my blue still
but also we're not gonna
Running,
like
it's like
explain like
Frankie Valley. out
pet
there.
mortality to children. We're just gonna like
They still have old blue in there, and he's got like a
He's
bunch
just,
of
like,
gray around the snout and
oh.
like cataracts.
Today, kids, we're gonna learn what happens on the
the farm.
the rainbow. Oh man. Sally, number 2. thing
Wow,
like
I
to point
forgot you
out-
were making a list.
Yeah, number 2. Are those jellies flip flops?
Yes.
Do they call them jellies?
Yes. Jelly flip flops are very in.
Really?
Yeah.
How do they go with a pair of chinos?
Like probably great. This all started, okay. The little lesson for you really fast. This is very
Blippy me.
retail therapy coded. This all started a couple of years ago when Christopher Ebser and the Row both made jellies. They might not have been the first people to do it, but they were the first people to popularize it. Probably like, I don't know, 2023.
Okay.
Christopher Ebser made $800 jelly flip flops.
That's fucking insane.
Correct. And the Row made like, they look like cage sandals, but like jellies like that were more reminiscent of like the actual jellies that we wore as kids, not the full-blown fisherman jelly sandal jellies,
Okay.
but like similar. Also, probably $1,000 for a pair of shoes that
Oh
were
my
plastic.
God.
Then everyone knocked them off. Like
Mhm.
brands made their own, but then like also they got into the like China Amazon pipeline. But jellies
I
are
think
still
Amazon's in South America.
okay. And then so they're still in, and they're a great summer shoe because you can like wear them with regular clothes or you can wear them to the pool.
Damn.
These are from a brand called Cushionaire. I also have a purple pair from Old Navy. But I'm
Okay.
I'm trying to go to Pilates after this if we finish on time. So I was not going to wear my like tennis shoes.
Got it. Okay. Got it. I thought Old Navy was my flip flop, my cheap flip flop of choice growing up.
Yeah.
That was
Everyone. You went in for your flag t-shirt and like 4 new pairs of summer flip-flops.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me started on the flag T-shirt. I wanted to get a like America
boy.
250
You started.
Old Navy one, and I went into Old Navy. They didn't even like make a 250 like year.
Really?
Navy
I
one.
do think that they had a resurgence. I feel like last summer they were like bringing it back like 20 years later for like those of us who had them growing up. They need to. It's like the Gap sweatshirt.
Yeah.
It's like
Every year we go to Lake George. You either stop at Walmart or Old Navy and you get a flag shirt.
yeah.
As we grew up, we would go to Walmart and get the ones with like wolves in front of an American flag.
Yeah, but like the Old Navy one's so classic. Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they do sell their old versions of it. Like this is the 1999 one on their website, but they didn't have one for this year. And then I looked up Old Navy, and they had Old Navy flag shirts. They were
but
selling
from like
them,
Temu.
but no, they were like Walmart and Target
Oh,
for like
Oh.
a 250 one. It was really weird. I'm like, why doesn't Old Navy have an Old Navy?
I don't like
That's
that.
like their thing.
I don't
Yeah.
like
What
that.
did they pivot to?
I don't know. They
You go to the mall. What are they doing these days?
stuff. They had a lot. They had a lot of Disney like American.
Really?
stuff.
When's the
That's
last
what it
time you were
was.
in a mall?
Randy goes like every week.
Not every week, but definitely within the past 3 months.
Dude, I had to go to the mall last year, probably like a year ago, maybe a little bit more than that, for actually not even a year ago, for the Great American Cookie Company
Mm-hmm.
that makes the giant cookie cakes.
Yeah.
Do you not know what this is, Brett?
That was my
No.
first time having to go into Austin's mall was for that same thing.
Great American Cookie Company made like fresh baked cookies, but also cookie cakes. And they were
No
always at
way.
the mall. They used to be next to like the CPK at Barton Creek, but then they moved, which I didn't realize. So I like parked where I thought it was and had to
Oh, you
traverse
just-
the rest of the mall. And I was like very shocked.
It's a wild place.
I didn't, no offense to people who go to malls, Randy, but like I didn't realize people still went to malls.
Oh, the mall's big back now.
Well, like we also like the Domain. I feel like outdoor spaces are a little bit more popular, or like got popular probably like 15
Vintage
years ago.
Park in Houston.
So like
Domain here.
Domain or like Highland Village,
HPV. Yep. Not
Highland
the-
Park Village, like so all of those
Highland
places.
Park Village, Randy.
But also Highland Village is in Houston, right?
He was like, oh, I don't know, but I said HPV and Randy went elsewhere.
But it's like I feel like that got popularized in the last couple decades, so then people forgot what
Mhm.
malls were or like didn't go to them. I was like, I want to know what stores. You still have like the heavy hitters. You still have some department stores,
Lids.
but like you don't have. I mean, do you remember going to a mall and just like walking past an Abercrombie or Hollister and smelling the like aggressive amount of cologne that they had?
They used to have dudes shirtless that
Mhm.
just their job
Stood
was to stand
outside.
outside Abercrombie.
Stood outside.
Yeah.
Abercrombie. Hollister was a different story though, because Hollister was pitch black. So you went in and it was so fucking dark.
It's still dark.
Really?
And you're like,
I can
I
tell.
can't see anything.
I can say that I've been in a Hollister
Oh
in the
yeah,
past
because
year
you got the shirt.
because there was a Purdue shirt that they have some good like college apparel now, and there was like, a
Abercrombie
Purdue
does
shirt.
that. They like license a bunch
Yeah.
of college and sport,
and, like,
professional sports
yeah,
teams.
pro sports.
So I went into Hollister because they didn't have a Purdue one, but they had UT ones. But I'm like, well, clearly it's going to be the same cut, so I need to see if I'm a medium or a large.
Before you order online.
Oh,
And yeah, and then I went in there to go try it on. I swear it was all teenage girls and all women in their 50s that were accompanying their teenage
Yeah.
daughters. And I was the
Oh.
only guy in there. I'm like,
My
I
mom
need to get out of here.
used
so
to hate
fast.
it. Like we would be like, we gotta go to Abercrombie. We gotta go to
Lemonade
Hollister.
too.
And then like also, American Eagle, which is like was close to where the Hollister was. So we'd be like, we gotta like hit all the hot spots. My mom's like, I can't hear in any of these stores. Can't hear,
Yeah.
can't smell.
I'll be on the bench outside.
My senses are so aggressive. Yeah.
See, if
Yeah.
I want to get high at the mall, I walk in a Yankee Candle.
Oh, I love a Yankee.
'Cause I don't-
They don't
I don't
have
have-
one at Barton.
I don't have a good sniffer to begin with, but that makes me feel things.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's my favorite.
Do
Store
they
at the
not
mall.
have one at
They
Barton?
don't. No, I have to go to
No.
Bath and Body Works to get my
oh,
fix.
God forbid. That was always such a layup. Like Valentine's Day, I don't have like the great. I'll let me go snag the Bath and Body Works like triple pack.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, here's part of your gift.
Do you know what your scent of choice was?
At Bath and Body Works?
Yeah.
No clue.
That was cucumber melon girl.
I was about to say lemon cucumber. I couldn't remember what it was. Cucumber melon was
melon.
the one.
My sister was a big juniper breeze.
Mm.
I bet I could.
You just run through the.
Okay, you had a third thing, and then we should probably get to the
My
show.
third
'cause
thing
we-
is this is the second week in a row. Sally's like open air raw dogging iced coffee.
Mhm.
Did you like drive with that in?
Yeah, do you not drive with open cups?
No.
Like,
No.
I don't fill them
No.
to the brim. Like, what
That's
about water?
Crazy. Well,
No.
I put it in my water bottle.
Yeah.
Water bottle.
But like, this fits in a cup holder better.
You know how many potholes are on South Lamar?
No, but I like filled it up to there. It's like
Doesn't
I had an
and
inch
you
from the top.
There's no splash zone.
No, I am now realizing that this is something very weird that I do.
It is.
Because
That is
I bring like open
crazy.
Yetis of water all the time, and it like pisses Will off. He's like, Sally, put a cover on this, and I'm like, calm down, like it's fine.
I mean,
It's
your car, but that was
not an open container of liquor. It's just like
No.
an open container of coffee. Like calm
One
down.
steep
everyone.
incline though, that thing's just
Yeah.
dribbling out, you know?
I
You go-
don't fill it to the brim.
you
I
go
have
up
like an
Redbud
inch
and
of
oof,
of. It's easier access for drinking.
hard stop, and you're painting your six shift.
Mhm.
I've straight up gotten into the car with a mug, a ceramic handled
Oh my
mug.
god!
Yeah.
All right, we'll crowdfund Sally a Yeti with a sipper.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like the shape of my mouth or like the fact that I've had lip flips, but like I like drinking from a regular ass cup.
I mean, me too. Don't get me wrong.
We also like there's some people out there saying that when you're drinking from straws, you're causing wrinkles around your mouth because you're puckering your lips all the time.
I don't drink from straws, so
Yeah.
I'm safe.
But I don't like drinking from like the top unless it's like it depends on the hole. But like I don't like drinking from like the Yeti top that like the hole's not big enough.
You know what the worst thing is when the hole's just a smidge too wide.
And then it's trickling out the side of your mouth.
Yep, blast the side of your mouth.
This is why I hate Nalgene. I am a big non-Nalgene water bottle supporter for many reasons. But
why don't you go into them?
Oh, I have on Circling Back before. Mainly, they're a shitty water bottle because
we're talking specifically about Nalgene,
yes,
right? Okay,
Nalgene
I agree with you.
The hole's too big.
The hole's too big in the top, so like that. What you just said, it goes off the sides. Especially like if you get to the very bottom, then it all rushes out and goes all over the place. It's always too thick, so it doesn't feel good in your hand. It's like, not like ergonomic.
I don't know how we all got talked into buying Nalgene. No. I also performatively drank water from a Nalgene in college. Also, like, you can't wash it very well. And like, I just remember in college, like the mouthpiece of everyone's just being like, gross.
And it's not insulated, so it doesn't keep things cold or warm.
Isn't it also plastic?
Yeah.
Microplastics, baby.
Oh, I'm loaded with micro peas.
So like whenever someone calls in from like Colorado or the Pacific Northwest, I always like joke like, "Well, you drinking out of an Nalgene right now with a bunch of stickers on it?"
The thing is that we're all filled with microplastics because in the 90s, our moms were literally microwaving shit in like styrofoams and then feeding it directly to us.
Oh yeah.
So
you
like
got some ziti from last night? Throw the Tupperware in there. Let's go.
Like
I still do that.
I don't know. Maybe
hey, don't do that.
It's like pretty melted. He's like, that looks not the same shape, but we're gonna do it.
The pasta from last night.
We're on
Put that in a bowl, please.
We're on the train of trying to get glass Tupperware, and the two that we've ordered off Amazon, like the rubber parts, like were melted on the rim. So it's like,
Randy, the best glass Tupperware is at Costco.
Okay, good to know.
I have 2 sets of it. It's great.
Perfect.
Don't get knockoff glass Tupperware because it could shatter. That's not good.
Okay. Costco is the way to go.
Okay.
This is good.
Or a Pyrex.
We're skipping number 2, but let's just start.
Can we start with our friends over at Factor first?
Yeah.
If you're gonna reheat a meal,
put it on a plate.
Put it on a plate and make it a Factor. For me, healthy eating is not a willpower problem. It's a setup problem. That's until I found Factor, Sally.
Wow.
With Factor, I'm hitting my nutrition goals this season without the planning, grocery runs, or cooking because they got the meal ready to go for you. All you got to do is heat it up and plate it, Randy. He doesn't plate it. That's the joke there.
No.
They have meals built around your goals, whether that's weight loss, overall nutrition, more protein, or GLP-1 support. For strength and workout recovery, check out Factor's Muscle Pro collection. Big fan of their smoothies as well. You ever dive into the Factor smoothies? Very good. Very good.
Randy also loves the smoothies.
Randy loves a lot of Factor stuff.
Yeah.
I love the cauliflower rice.
He says it every time. I love it. Factor's the best. They make it easy to eat healthy. They make it easy to save time, energy, money. Just be more efficient in the kitchen. It's the best. So here's the deal. Head to factormeals.com/mail50off and use code mail50off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only while supplies last until 9/27/2026. See website for more details. Here we go. Hello, Brett and Sally and Randy. I was invited to my coworker's out-of-state wedding. We all work remotely across the Midwest, and I'm on the fence about going. I love her, and I would love to go, but I'm worried about the reciprocal invite as I'm getting married this upcoming spring. I have a lot of coworkers that might get butthurt if I only invite a select few. Originally, the fiance and I weren't going to go because of financial reasons, but it's about a 7-hour drive, and there are some affordable hotel options. I did this question more for the reciprocal wedding piece of it.
Right. This was my one question about, this is going to probably change my answer, I would say. Is he worried, he or she?
He or she. I don't know. I don't think there's an
Okay.
identifier.
Either way, are they worried about the fact that they're going to this girl's wedding and they're not going to invite her to their wedding?
Sounds like she wasn't going to
Or-
be an invite, and they're like, well, now we
Or they're going to go and see a bunch of coworkers because they're all remote and they don't like see each other in person. And they're like, well, we had this wedding together, and then now I feel like I got to invite all of you to my wedding.
I think it's more the former.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess the question, I see why Sally's getting confused, because I have a lot of coworkers that might get butthurt if I only invite a select few. So are you kind of like thinking about not inviting any of them?
Well, here's what I think. It's like if you get invited to this wedding, automatically, especially because it's not that far away, you reciprocate that one invite, and then that coworker comes, but you don't extend it to the rest of the team, and you're like, well, I have to invite this one couple because they invited me to their wedding, and maybe I invite my buddy Joe because we're like tight, but now I don't invite
Well, it
the
sounds like
bigger
whoever this was
team.
going to invite a couple coworkers because they said a select few.
A select few. Yeah.
Here's how I feel about reciprocal invites. I really feel like this is a dangerous road to go down, reciprocating stuff, only because then you, like you just said, it starts snowballing. You're like, well, if I invite them, I got to invite them. And I think in 20 years, like, invite the people that you think are going to be around in your life, and that are important to you right now. And obviously, if one of your coworkers is important to you, if they're like your work bestie, like invite them.
Yeah.
Even if you don't think you're going to be friends with them in 20 years. But it's also like, just because you invite your work bestie doesn't mean you have to like extend it to everyone else on your team.
Yeah.
I honestly even think the same thing, like, especially if you're not seeing these people in the office every day,
Yeah.
you even have a little bit more clearance. Like, it's really, it does create an awkward situation if there's like a 5-person team.
You invite 2, and it's like, well,
and you invite everyone there, and then not Brett to your wedding. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably the one you avoid at all costs. Like, oh, I'm going to invite these 4 and leave specifically 1 out.
Brett, to be fair,
it's literally what you did.
I didn't know you that well then. And also,
I got invited to the first one.
You got the FaceTime.
I got the FaceTime at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And like, if you're doing reciprocal invites, like imagine that's like 110 people you have to invite right there.
Shut up.
I mentioned
Brett,
Brett's going to be at a total of 55 weddings after this year in total. That is insane.
I mean, I was very similar where I went to a lot of weddings, and a lot of those people I did not invite to mine. Again, caveat, it was a different situation. But I also think, like, what are they gonna like? I think reciprocation is weird, because it's like, are you gonna? You have to really think for yourself, like, would I get butthurt if they didn't invite me to theirs? Like, we're not that close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, of course. Like, there's, like Randy said, I have 110 people right now, in theory, that are automatic, like, reciprocated invites.
But I also think as you grow up and time moves past it, this feels really important in the moment.
Sure, yeah.
And then even 5 years from now, you're like, that didn't matter. In the sense of like,
hurt, Randy.
You don't even you have 55 weddings and you still have all your pizza stones. Like, you have reasons to give these pizza stones
I didn't
out.
get that one.
I know, but like, you still have plenty of people to get pizza stones.
But it wasn't like a work thing. It was like Dylan and Dave were like,
I'm fucked.
Outside the reciprocal thing, like, I'm always like, team, go to the wedding, have fun. It's gonna be that. In this situation, it's a remote coworker that you do enjoy, but like, it's also going to be 14 hours of driving, and your like financial reasons. Like, I think you're going to be doing a lot to try to go to this wedding that it doesn't seem like you're that stoked to go to.
That was my take. Is I don't think you need to go to this one. It saves you the invite. It's a hassle to go to get to. She's a remote coworker.
Yeah.
Like, this one is an easy, and not that you have to justify it. You can just put no on the RSVP. But if you need to justify it, it's, hey, we're saving up for our wedding. It doesn't make sense travel wise. Is tough. Have a blast. If you want to send them a gift, or send them a Venmo, something like that, great. But
I think you have a lot more freedom to not invite people from work because you don't have to see them in the office every day.
Yeah,
also that for sure.
Like, that's an easy out.
Maybe FaceTime them at like 11:30. Hope you're having fun.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page here. Don't go.
Do you okay? Let's just real quick on So you're anti-blanket reciprocation?
I don't know. I think so. I mean, because there's so many weddings I've been to too, and like I would love to have as many people, but like weddings are expensive now. It's like there's
Yeah.
plenty enough people that I already think about in my life that would get the chopping block, and it's like just
Why
because I
don't
got
why don't you name them?
Brett Merriman, but I might give him a FaceTime at like 11:30.
I'll send you pizza stuff.
The other thing though too, I mean, how many what you've been to 55 and
be
how many years?
Since 2017 was my first. So
I
10
I was
years or so,
in
yeah.
people's weddings that like by the time I got married, I'm like, I don't talk to them anymore.
Oh, yeah,
like
sure,
we
yeah,
just
yeah.
like
'Cause
well,
y'all-
and
y'all- I
granted
mean,
that person also got divorced, but like
y'all started early too. Like,
Yeah.
down south.
right. So like I was in a wedding at like 21 and I got married at like almost 30. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I think when you get down to like brass tacks here, when you get married, you're not going to have 55 people that you're like, I gotta.
No.
No. And that's my bigger concern is like how many people's weddings I've stood up to that I'm like, well, you probably wouldn't be in my like I still like really good friends with you, but you wouldn't be in the wedding party.
Oh,
I would love for you to
there's
come.
that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a hard one.
That definitely, because I've been in weddings that, no offense to some of my boys, that they wouldn't.
I
be up
also
there
just think
on
with
the
time
stage.
that gets easier
Yeah, of course.
as you get older, and it does feel in your 20s like very personal, and then in your 30s, it's like no one remembers. You know,
Yeah.
like
And people just have stuff and kids and life. And
yeah, it's like because you just move into a different life phase. So like the wedding part aspect of it, like that was overarching theme of my entire 20s was
Mhm.
being in weddings, going to weddings, talking about weddings. So, but then you just move on from it. And so I think people, I got a lot of comments about how much I hate weddings.
Sally does. Sally does.
And it's, I mean, I don't, a traditional wedding was not for us
Mhm.
anymore. But I also think like it feels really important in the time, just like in my phase right now, dealing with my like 5-year-old feels really important. I mean, it is really important. He's my child, but you know what I'm saying? Like each phase has something that's really like life altering. Like
Of course.
my niece who is about to turn 16, like
That's
learning to
fucking
drive is freaking
crazy.
life altering for her. So all of
Yeah.
these, it does matter. But at the end of the day, I also think we've said this a million times. People who are close to you are like level headed are not going to be losing their shit over the fact that they didn't get invited to your wedding.
Amen. Did I tell you this last week that I am purely on the black tie train?
You just only wear tuxes now?
No. Like for my hypothetical wedding, I think if it were up to me, I would go black tie.
Yeah.
I going to shouts to our buddy Nick, shouts to my buddy Matt. Black tie looks so good.
I think
Everybody
it's like
looks
kind of
awesome.
fun because you don't get to do it other times.
Mhm.
Whereas like other like cocktail attire, you could be like at a work event, you know?
Yeah, and not that it's like wearing a suit's great too, but just something about black tie
No,
weddings
it makes you feel
look
invincible.
fucking really cool. Like Randy looked hot as hell.
I did. I'm very much not on the black tie train though.
No.
I mean, I'm sure I'll have a tux, and the wedding party will be in tuxes, but I very much would be the wedding formal. Will be what it is.
Yeah.
Like, we know what this is. Wear a nice dress. Wear a
Wait,
suit.
wait,
wear a
hold on.
suit.
I have to hit. Did you just say you are gonna be in a tux and your wedding party will be in a tux and the guests will be in formal wear?
Yeah, that's what usually a lot of people do in the
That's
Midwest.
pretty
Yeah.
common.
You think?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All the you get all.
I'm trying to think back through my Rolodex.
Yeah.
I
It's-
personally do not like a black tie optional. Either make it black tie or don't.
Mhm.
I agree.
I get why people don't do it. So it's like if you don't have a tux, don't go get a tux.
Yeah.
But I also think people like wearing tuxes. So I don't know.
That's the thing as you get older, like we all say get married at 34, whatever. You're kind of getting the like everybody's been
When
to a
Will-
black tie at that
When Will
point.
moved here and
Yeah.
we had our first black tie wedding, he was trying to rent a tux, and I was like, "Oh no, you're
Just
buying a
get one,
tux."
pal, because
I was like, "You're gonna save money by buying a tux because you're about to wear
Uh-huh.
it 20 times."
Yep, exactly. It pays for itself, give or take 3-4 weddings
Yeah,
is kind of the sweet spot.
yeah.
So it's like a ski pass.
It's so interesting to me, like how different regions are. Because like the Midwest, never heard of a black tie wedding. The only two
Yeah,
I've
I
been
think
to
it's
is
very,
Barrett's
it's
and
totally
Cornell.
regional specific. The South has a lot of black tie weddings. All of the Midwest weddings we've been to have been like cocktail attire.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do never been to like a Western formal wedding. I think that'd be fun.
You had the chance to wear a bolo. I can't remember whose wedding it was.
He wore bolo.
I wear a bolo.
He
all
wears
the
a
time.
bolo whenever he gets a chance.
Oh no, I'm talking about Will. Actually, when was I going to have Will wear a bolo and he didn't do it? And then I was like, "You fucked up."
It's
I don't
fun.
remember now.
My current tick is to get a new bolo for every. If it's a formal wear wedding, I get a new bolo for every wedding. That something about it reminds me of the bride and groom.
Yeah.
So like for Kayla's wedding, shouts to Kayla, pregnant by the way. Congratulations, Kayla, if you're listening. Former co-host of this podcast. For her wedding, her favorite flowers were like something and blue bonnets, and so I got a blue bonnet bolo tie for her wedding to wear.
Can I borrow one for Montana?
Yeah. Oh, you want it? It's an awesome bolo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Sally and Brett, my husband and I are beginning the journey of trying to conceive, rather thinking about beginning the journey. Okay. It's something we both
Damn, that's less fun.
Thinking about thinking.
Thinking about trying.
It's something we both really want, but as a woman in finance, I'm hesitant to have a baby because of the career repercussions. Sucks that in 2026, I'm still thinking this way, but I am on the younger side and fear my coworkers won't take me seriously if I become a mom. Have you / any of your friends dealt with this? And if so, how did they handle it? Sally, would you recommend waiting longer to be more established in your career because it's so hard to be a working mom?
Randy, you want to take this one?
Sally can go.
Okay. Couple things. If you know, I don't recommend waiting till you're more established in your career. Like you should have kids when you want to have kids. I am not naive enough to think that this doesn't affect you, especially in like a corporate finance job. Thankfully in healthcare, there's like not a huge hierarchy of like how long you've been there and like if you're having a baby, et cetera. Like they can't be, because people in healthcare, like, so because we're on different services, so many different stages of like what we're doing. I would say having a baby during residency is a lot more difficult than like having it once you're out of school. But I did know people who did it and like made it happen. One thing I will say, blanket statement about fertility, is that we do know that the longer you wait, the like harder it is to conceive, the worse your egg quality gets, et cetera, et cetera. So, and I'm not like 2026, the year of our Lord. I'm not trying to like go out and tell everyone that they need to have kids before they're ready, like certain people did. I don't believe that. But I think if you in your personal life, you're ready, that you should have a baby when you want to have a baby. And not risk your own ability to have children for your career. That is very specific to each person and personal. And that's the best advice that I can give. But I also am not in a corporate finance job. So I don't want to completely discount how difficult it is to be a young woman in the workplace. I literally was watching a girl's Instagram reel yesterday about how misogyny exists in the workplace for young women, like specifically like young, attractive women in their early 20s, like fresh into their first job or like, you know, in their career field, that it exists, but then it really exists between women. So like we already are dealing with like the gender gap, but then older women like in their middle age tend to treat younger, brand new to the workforce women shitty. It's like very similar, at least in healthcare, to like the nurses eat their young. Like when you're training somebody new, that like you treat them like shit. And I think that is also like, it's all of these societal implications of like things that whether or not you're having kids exist and that don't have a quick fix. Having children is such a personal decision. I think that we have made strides. Certain companies have made really great strides in terms of like really championing mothers and like working moms and making it easy to, breastfeed and take care of your kid or helping you go through fertility treatments, etc. That does not exist in spades everywhere in this country. Only, I would say, small sectors of business. It seems to be the norm in a lot of other more developed countries. I mean, equally developed countries, but more maybe progressive countries. All of that long ramble to say, like, if you are personally, you and your husband are ready to have kids, then have kids. Like, if you already are there and you know that you're ready to be a mom, I think that, like, if the job doesn't support you in the way that you want, then that's like, they probably are not going to support you in the way that you want at any point. And so finding out now and knowing that you can, like, knowing your options and maybe trying to change to a different company. And I don't also say that flippantly. Like, I realize that people's jobs, like, you can't just like bounce place to place. Not everyone has that luxury. But if they're not going to be supportive of you up front, why would they be supportive of you in 5 years from now?
Sure. Yeah.
Because if you grow and maybe you now it's been 5 years and you take on a leadership position, there's always going to be a reason not to. And in your eyes for work and in their eyes for you. Whereas, like, if you're making choices based on like your personal reasons and then letting the job kind of take the back seat, if they support you, that's great. And you know that you're in a good spot. But if they don't, then, like, that's major sirens. Like, I need to do something else.
Yeah, totally agree. I think it's well said.
Sorry, that was really long-winded.
No, it's good. Because it's important and I can't give a whole lot of color to that one. What I can tell you about is Lola Blankets, sort of.
Okay.
Lola Blankets are the best. They are far and away the most comfortable blanket I've ever had the chance to gift and or use. And they are doing pet stuff now. You familiar with this, Sally?
Oh, am I? Because this weekend, my dog, Rosie, love her.
Shouts.
It's been raining in Texas. She goes outside. She's a Springer, so she's got like a lot of fur on her paws. She gets all caked in mud. And it's hard to realize because it gets like dried in there.
Sure.
She goes and sits on her pet bed and then just her lovely cream-colored Lola pet bed.
Just luxurious.
But I didn't realize she was muddy because it's like in the bottom of her paws and she walks in and it's like kind of dried. Then she gets on her bed and like starts licking it off. Whole thing has mud on it. I'm like, oh, that's not great. Put that baby in the wash.
Zip.
It has the exact same softness. All of the mud is gone.
How do they do that?
I didn't even there's probably special wash instructions. I didn't follow them. Like, I literally washed it on cold and dried it. It did fine. It's exactly it's the exact same as it was when I got it out of the box.
Unbelievable. What is the tech?
I don't know.
Incredible.
It's crazy what science is doing lately. I don't know.
It's crazy. So if you do get a pet bed from Lola, it's a win-win because you can take your blanket back that pets seem to like to steal.
I also had to wash her blanket because she was on her blanket as well.
There you go. And I bet you it feels exactly
the exact same.
Luxurious. And they're huge.
Yeah.
Or they can be if you get the big one.
We have larges and then Fritz has a medium. Large is like a perfect curling up on the couch blanket. It is large. I mean, it's big, but I also think
blanket,
a medium, a large you can share with someone else. A medium is a personal blanket.
Like, I'll tell you right now, I sleep with my little blanket every night in bed because someone else steals the rest of the covers. So I get the little blanket and I am very happy with that situation.
Yeah. Even the extra large, I feel like extra large is a bed blanket, in my opinion.
Okay.
If you have a queen or a king.
Okay.
A large is like a good couch blanket if you're going to share it with, like, you're curling up to watch a movie with someone else. A medium is a personal blanket. A small is a baby blanket. No offense to the babies.
Must be nice. For a limited time, our listeners can get 40% off select Lola blankets with code MAILIN at checkout. That's a deal right there, folks. Because these things,
look, They sent us one. I am very, very like close to buying another one with the code because they are amazing.
Hear that? Randy's close.
Randy,
Just head
I
to
literally bought them before they sent us one, and then I bought another one. Like, sorry, continue your copy. Just keep talking.
Just head to lolablankets.com and use code MAILIN to get 40% off your order. After you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you. Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola Blankets.
Okay.
Next one.
How much is too much to ask people to spend on your birthday? Is $50 each birthday dinner too much, or chipping in for a boat? I don't mind spending the money on my friends' B-days because I consider it their present. Also, if I didn't spend the money on the dinner and outing, I probably would have spent the money doing something else that weekend. This depends on your group of friends, your stage of life,
and the birthday significance.
Yeah. And the birthday significance. If you ask me to go with you on a once in a lifetime trip for your 28th birthday, I am, and you're not my best friend, but even if you are my best friend, I'm probably telling you no.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think $50 is a pretty reasonable amount.
Yeah. I was gonna say between 50 and 100 over the course of a day or night is kind of
like, because like she said, like, sorry, you probably are spending that money. If you're going out, you're spending that money. Like, so if you're going to dinner, like, I think it's perfectly acceptable to like think of what you would normally do on a Saturday and then take that and spend it on someone's birthday.
Yeah. I think 100 is like the where I'm like, oh, $100 is like more than that is like a little bit too much.
Yeah.
50 is definitely reasonable.
You want to land, I think that's the zone you want to land in.
Yeah.
Like whether it's splitting a boat cost or a big dinner kind of like Matt's El Rancho dinner kind of. But I think of like significant birthdays. 21 is usually like a night out. You know, you're drinking for the first time, haha, and it's not gonna cost anybody $100, but it's like you're kind of starting to throw around some money to buy drinks for people.
Yeah.
Or whatever. 30, I always think of as like a big dinner plus something else. Maybe it's a boat, maybe it's another location, but it's an event.
Yeah.
40 has become, in recent years, maybe just because I know more 40-year-olds, 40 has become a trip birthday.
I think 40 has been a trip birthday for a long time.
Okay. Maybe
Here's what I'll say, because I'm in a little bit different of a phase of life as y'all. I think, again, it depends on who your friends are and what their financial status is. And also, like, kind of similar to a wedding, like reciprocal, like what you did. Like, so for example, now if we go out, we're going out on Saturday for someone's birthday. We're going to go to dinner. We also have to pay for a babysitter.
Yeah.
Like all of those things, which to us, again, if we were going to go out to dinner, we'd also be paying for a babysitter. So it wouldn't matter. Like, and that's how I've like justified this in my head is like, if we were going to dinner on did I say Friday, Saturday, whatever, this weekend, I'd already be spending that money, the same amount. I'm just doing it for someone else's birthday. I think hard and fast rules for birthday. The older you get and the more financially secure you are, if you're asking people to celebrate you, it is worth, I think, covering some of the cost.
Oh, yes.
Like if you have the means to like pay for the boat or pay for most of the boat or all the drinks on the boat or whatever it may be, like you're asking people to come out and celebrate you, like shoulder some of the cost. Now, on the flip side, like all my girlfriends that live in Austin that we all went to college together, like we get together for everyone's birthdays. That's like we're going to dinner and we cover the birthday person's dinner every time.
Yep.
That's a little different because we're never like picking some absurd. Again, we're going where we would normally go to dinner. It just happens to be somebody's birthday. Now, if I'm like, I think around where the age y'all are right now, like early 30s was when we started getting into the like, okay, we're going to do a couple's birthday dinner, but we're going to like go to Uchiko. That's where the cost starts ramping up.
Just a smidge.
And I think when we started doing that, it was very intentional of like, I'm inviting these people because I know that they are okay spending the money and if they would do something similar for me, or I'm going to cover half of the chunk of the bill because that is asking a lot of people.
Yeah.
I also think throwing a blanket caveat out there when you're like, hey, we're going to do this pub crawl, whatever. You won't see me there if you do a pub crawler. Will not be there.
You're not peddling
A
on the
pedal
tavern.
pub.
Yeah.
But giving them some like, hey, it's going to be $100 a person. Giving people like more than a month's notice, because you don't want people to be like, what are we doing for your birthday, Randy? And it's Friday, and it's like, hey, by the way, tomorrow everyone needs to pay $100. Like, give people a heads up if you're gonna ask more of them than like what a normal spend would be.
This one guy had us go to a Renaissance festival.
Exactly.
That was for my 30th though. So
but
that
like,
was,
how far in advance did you tell people?
In a pretty good in advance. But I guess my past birthday, my 32nd, I did text day of being like, hey, I'm going to Texas Roadhouse if anyone wants to come. And it was only me and my roommate, but I gave people so little notice. But
right. It's like, so again, keep your expectations like tempered based on like, if you're asking a lot of people from people from financial standpoint, or you're asking for like, for Will's 40th, we're going to hopefully go on a trip. And we asked a couple couples to come with us. It's like, that's 6 months out. I'm like, here's what we're doing. His birthday is near a holiday. Like, I'm not going to be offended if you say no. We're just putting it out there. So like, match your ask to like the significance.
Totally. To
your
the occasion.
friends.
Speaking of which, I think you got five months to figure out Will's 40th, right?
I'm doing it currently. Thank you.
Nice.
Where are you going?
That's probably a surprise, Brett.
Oh no, Brett. Will knows.
Okay.
We're probably going to Blackberry Farm.
Oh hell yeah. Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But if everyone says no, then Will and I are just going to go somewhere else.
That works. But no, I'm a big fan of Big 40th being like going the route of weddings.
Will feels pretty strongly, and I do too, especially because we didn't do like the bachelorette parties. I'm like, I don't mind asking people.
He said something about maybe like not turning it into his bachelor party more or less, but like inviting the people as if it would be sort of a bachelor kind of thing.
Also, we were with friends recently, and the Lions are playing in Munich in November.
Oh, geez.
Our friend Teddy was like, should we just go to Munich in November? I was like, that's such an aggressive trip.
Good Lord.
They're not going to do it. It was like being thrown around, and I was like, y'all are insane.
Aren't y'all going to Munich though in September?
Yes, in September.
You're there like during Oktoberfest, right?
Yes.
That's sick.
The wedding is for Oktoberfest.
Oh,
they're having an Oktoberfest wedding.
That is
like they're having
so sick.
If you're listening and you have a dirndl I can borrow, please let me know. I got to get one pretty soon.
That sounds like a Lord of the Rings character.
It's the dress.
Oh,
it's like the lederhosen for a girl.
Got it. Do you have a pair of lederhosen?
No. I wonder if you could just go down to New Braunfels and if they have a shop.
That's what I was going to say. Or Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely they do. The traditional German wear.
We can rent. She sent us a website you can rent them from, and they're going to bring them to the wedding.
Oh, sick.
But the problem is that you have to return it on Sunday, and we're going to Oktoberfest on Monday. Like real Oktoberfest. So I like also need it then. But I'm like, maybe I can rent it for a little bit. But I don't know if we're renting it from Munich or from where the wedding is. So I got to.
Logistics.
No, Brett, I do not.
You should get a pair of lederhosen. I feel like you are. As a costume guy, that's one in your repertoire you got to have.
I would like to go to Oktoberfest. It is a bucket list. A lot of my like trips are events. Like going to Brazil, don't really care, but I would like to go to Carnival. That'd be cool. Like
midsummer. Just a twinkle in our eye now, Randy. Unfortunately,
in the past.
Okay, are y'all gonna answer this last one without me?
I can do number 6. You want to do number 6 really quick?
Sure.
Hey guys, I'm feeling stumped here. One of my best friends just got engaged, and I don't know whether to be the supportive friend or the honest friend. They have not been together very long and have yet to conquer any challenges together. He tends to steamroll her and make decisions, and without boring you with all the details, it just doesn't feel like an equal partnership. And they're still very much in the infatuation stage. All I care about is my friend's happiness, but I'm torn between thinking long-term versus short-term. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts.
Interesting.
Honest, or do you let it play out? I think like if there's no abuse, emotional, physical, like verbal, you let it play out.
I agree. I think the best friend card is always difficult because it's like you know them in a way, but you also like aren't in a relationship with them, and people are different. People, I also think that best friends can get like a little butthurt when their best friend becomes in a relationship. And then it's like the focus isn't on our friendship anymore. It's like their relationship. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. Especially if it's
like
moving quickly.
Right. And
Yeah.
so I think that that is sometimes hard for people to reconcile in their brain of like, oh, she's not like going out with me all the time anymore because she's got like boyfriend sickness. She's with her boyfriend or now fiance all the time. But also like that's just how relationships work in the beginning. Like they're just around them all the time, you know?
Yeah.
So that their relationship can grow. I would leave it. I totally agree. If there's something really not good happening, like abuse or like lying, cheating, etc.
Of course, that's a different.
That's a hard stop. But if it's just like you're kind of like, I don't know, you're not in the relationship.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's important for your friend to find out on her own if and when, but also like you may need to get to know him better.
Sure. Yeah. You might hear only or see only the
complaints,
or the bad side or whatever.
I think when I started dating Will, I had spent my entire life single basically. And especially my years in Houston. I think a lot of my Houston friends were like, this feels like it moved really fast because it did. And it like freaked them out. Now, like everyone, you know, we're all friends. But I think in the very beginning, it was like, whoa, Sally's like met this guy.
Driving to Austin
all the time. That's just how I think too, because a lot of my friends at the time like had met their fiancés, husbands in college. So it'd been like a long, like relationship. It wasn't sudden. They weren't in a long distance relationship like Will and I were. So it kind of like popped up out of nowhere.
Oh God. I don't know how much I had to explain how bad dating was in the real world to people that like were high school sweethearts or college. I'm like, I'm like, you guys just don't understand what dating is actually
and
like.
Then they went through the infatuation stage at a totally different time than like people who enter relationships in their 20s and 30s, because when you do it when you're in college, like you're infatuated, but you're also in college. So you're like spending time with your friends. It's like, you're like kind of suspended from reality. Whereas if you're 27 and like she's meeting this guy, like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but
yeah, no, I'm with you.
I think this can only hurt your friendship with her versus help her out.
Yeah.
If there's an opening and there's some serious stuff being thrown around, like if she ever like gets drunk and cries to you, like he's mean to me, blah, 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 then
that's
like
a different story.
Maybe like explore that with her when she's sober. But like, I don't think just being like, he doesn't seem like he's right for you that's a real interesting can of worms to open, I think.
Yep. Especially quickly. And like, it sounds like she says they're in the infatuation stage. Like she likes him. So I think you let it play out. Caveat being, if there's actual abuse happening, then you can intervene. But let this one play out.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna peace and let you close it out.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for us.
Find me on Sally deFries and Sal.com.
I'm Brett Merriman at Brett Merriman _ That's Randall Trimbacki.
Hi. At Randy Trimbacki on all platforms.
Sounds good. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.